Hey, and welcome to this video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you can learn to play and improvise in every key step by step using just a few simple methods. A lot of guitarists, especially at the beginning of their time as lead and solo players, mainly stick to easy guitar-friendly keys like A minor, E minor or B minor. And very often they only ever use the first box of the minor pentatonic scale. With many of my students who had already been playing guitar before working with me, I often noticed that as soon as they had to improvise over major chords, for instance, or certain chord progressions, they quickly ran into problems finding the right notes and improvising freely. If that's the case for you right now, this video will definitely be a big help. I used this strategy when I had been playing for 2 years and worked with it for 30 minutes each day, but you can also get great results if you practice it for just 10 to 15 minutes a day. As preparation, the first thing we need is a very helpful tool when it comes to understanding how different keys relate to each other, the circle of fifths. This doesn't just help you quickly find your fifths, which are always displayed to the right of each note, but as you can see in the inner circle, it also shows you the minor relative of any major scale. The circle of fifths also shows which scales to the left and to the right of the key you've selected are the most similar to it. That means if we look at the C major / A minor scale, you'll see G major / E minor on the right and F major / D minor on the left. This means that in those keys only one single note is different compared to the C major or A minor scale. In G major, E minor, the F becomes an F sharp, and in F major, D minor, your B becomes a B flat. The scale that sits exactly on the opposite side of the circle is the one that differs the most from the one you're looking at. And for that exact reason, because I want to make things a bit more challenging for you in this video, we're going to pick the scale directly opposite C major, A minor, E flat minor / G flat major, or also D sharp minor / F sharp major. In this image, I've also marked all the keys that are rarely used in guitar-based music unless you tune the guitar down a half step. In these keys, there are simply too few open strings in standard tuning, which is why guitarists hardly ever use them. So if you want to challenge yourself in the long run, focus for the next few weeks or months only on these scales. As soon as you go back to easy keys like C major, F major, D major or A major and their minor relatives, you'll notice that you understand them much faster and can make music with them more easily because you've already practiced the less typical, harder guitar keys beforehand. So how should you approach learning other keys? I recommend spending a full month working exclusively on one specific scale. The following steps show you how to do that, so that after 1 month you'll really know the scale inside out and have no problems improvising with it or composing songs or solos. As the first step, we'll now play the E flat minor or D sharp minor scale from the root up to the octave in the first scale shape and say the notes out loud. E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, E flat. Or D sharp, F, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp. If you repeat this several times in both directions, you'll soon be able to recite this previously new unfamiliar key just as quickly backwards as forwards. E flat F, G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, E flat, E flat, D flat, B, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat. Or D sharp, F, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, B, A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, F, D sharp. In the next steps, you'll notice that as you continue learning the scale, playing it in chords, all positions and triads, you'll make fewer mistakes because the note material is always in the back of your mind. It's also a great brain workout. Of course, you should also do this with the major relative because many guitarists spend too little time with major scales, even though they're important for every style. For that, just take the major scale shape here. G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, B, B flat, A flat, G flat. Or F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, F, F sharp, F sharp, F, D sharp, C sharp, B sharp, A sharp, G sharp, F sharp. In step 2, we're gonna learn how to play or scale in chords. Aside from riff-based songs, chords are the foundation for solos and backing tracks we improvise over. If we neglect this, chances are high that our solos and improvisations will just sound like scale runs, because we never learned which notes from the scale match with chords. To harmonize a scale, meaning to play the scale in chords, we mainly use bar chords, both with the root on the E string and on the A string. We have E flat minor, F minor diminished with a flat 5, G flat major, A flat minor, B flat minor, B major, D flat major, and then back to E flat minor. I've also displayed all the triads for you so you can see exactly which chord tones you can target while that chord is playing. At the beginning, it's definitely helpful to drill this a little bit, even if it's not as fun as flying across the fretboard. Later, once you're familiar with your scale shapes, triads, and arpeggios, you can rely more on forms and diagrams again. For me, memorizing this stuff during my first 4 years as a guitarist gave me enormous advantages and confidence when playing. Once you can do this with the root notes on both strings and with both the minor and major scale, try to improvise using a simple rhythm. Don't forget the diminished chord. It doesn't sound particularly nice, but it still belongs to the scale's note material. Especially for metal, it can actually work pretty well if you want to sound evil. Once you've worked with this for a while and are familiar with the note material and the scale and chords, it's finally time for the scale positions. You should learn these in the full minor and major scales as well as in the pentatonic, and later be able to switch between all of them seamlessly. Here's an example. The first scale position in E flat minor, the second position, which you can play here as well. The third position. The fourth position. And finally the fifth. If you want to be extra diligent and push your brain even more, you can say the notes out loud while practicing the positions. A really good exercise I used to do was to play one position downward, then immediately play the next position upward without any break. The next one downward again, then the following one upward, and so on across the entire fretboard. This will really make you a master of improvising all over the neck. The next step you can take to ensure you always know which notes to play in which fingering for each chord is to regularly play these mini arpeggios for each chord. Here's E flat minor. So that's E flat, G flat, and B flat. Then you can play it here as well, or here, or here, or here, or here. And here's G flat major, or here, or here, or here. Choose a note and play the arpeggios across the entire fretboard. After a while, you'll notice how much better you've memorized the notes on the fretboard. Alternate between a minor and a major chord. Once you've done these steps regularly for 1 or 2 weeks, you should look for some backing tracks in this key. Here on YouTube you'll find plenty, and many of them show the chord that's currently being played, so you can fully focus on playing towards the notes that belong to that chord. If you would like to learn more about your scales later in a more precise way, then I recommend this video of mine, which is linked above. And that's it for this video. If you'd like me to make a follow-up showing you how to best learn your triads and arpeggios, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.